Gotta say, before I get all my earth-loving, tree-hugging, hippie friends freaking out on me in the comments, which is totally fine. That's great for engagement. But before everybody starts blasting me a new one about glitter and how bad it is for the planet, I get it. But guess what? I can either throw this in the garbage or I can stick it on a card and then it'll last forever in someone's shoebox somewhere. So, you know, because nobody throws cards out, right? So I'm doing the planet a favor and I'm putting my glitter on my cards. I went through a whole bunch of videos so that I could kind of compile for what I thought for you guys would be the best of the best. I mean, there's a lot of, how do you guys make it out there with all these videos? There is so much. Oh my gosh, where's my beep? There is so much out there on the internet for YouTube videos. Oh, I'm so happy you found me. So yeah, I went through a lot of videos, and because I can't remember all of the glitter techniques, I'm going to show you how to do this one tonight. And this one is a very interesting technique, okay? So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you this one. Okay, trust me, it's sparkly all right here. I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to show you this one. Okay, and this one, kind of like a little calligraphy going on here, right? Now for your rainbow technique, you can use any double-sided tape. I prefer the Sequang brand just because I can use it for a variety of different things. You can use it in different widths throughout your paper, which kind of gives it a little interesting visual interest, but I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. And I'm not going to use these trays. This glitter is so staticky in those trays. It's so difficult to get it out. And I find that if you use a coffee filter, you can actually fold your coffee filter over to kind of depress more of that glitter right into the tape, which is fantastic, right? And the glitter easily just slides off of there and goes right into your container. And as you can see, it puts a fair amount of glitter on there. I like that. Now, my vacuum, I could not live without my vacuum here. And you can vacuum right over top of your glitter and whatnot. And you can see here that even when I put the red down, it doesn't stick over top of the pink and then the yellow and so on and so forth. So get them all down there one by one. I have a little bit too much tape, so I'm not going to do the bottom one. But here, it's really important to use thick dies like the second one I just showed you there, the leaves. I'm going to show you that later, but it was really difficult with the tape. It was too intricate. So you're going to want a die that's a little thicker. So I pulled this out of here and look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now I did have to tape that down because I put all of the double-sided adhesive on my paper, right? So there you have it, the graffiti one. Now here for the multicolor, this is where I was talking about the intricate die, and I have so much of that tape stuck in this die because I did everything to try to get it to cut. Finally, I just pulled out some double-sided sheets of paper. I will link these for you. These are awesome. I get them on Amazon. There's no reason to pay the big prices for these from the stores because it's just double-sided sheets. I don't even know what you call them. I'll link them down below. But multicolor. I've already used some of this glitter and it's in my coffee filters, but I don't care. I'm going to use it again. And I'm just going to kind of pour it in random places. Okay. And here I took the cap off, which was really silly. I should leave the cap on. I don't need to dump that much glitter on here, but it's just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. You're just kind of putting different colors in different areas for this multicolor effect. And I've got a really cool tip here too, because once you're done all of this, if you took a second one, I'm depressing it right now, but if you took a second one exactly like what you did in the beginning and pull your sheet off and put them face down, you can kind of pick up the glitter. So you get like 2 for 1, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to take all that glitter off of there and then look at that. It is so stinking pretty. So you can put some white dies on there with a nice little black strip and it just pops. Isn't it beautiful? Now for the embossing folders, this one's really fun. I had this essential glue pad and I've had this for more than a decade. This stuff will last you for so long. I don't even have a refill for it and it still is sticky. I love it. But this is a 3D embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp, and it's easy to just get the glue kind of along the top. Sometimes it goes a little down into the paper where it shouldn't go, but you know what? I don't care. It looks so stinking pretty, right? And you can rub your finger in the places where, you know, you think you have a little bit too much glitter. Put a little bit of some vintage photo around there. I mean, look at that card with the books. And I just showed you another example. Anything can go on the side there. You can do the exact same thing with your stencils, okay? And all you got to do is kind of just depress it all in there. And there's no rhyme or reason to this, okay? Just depress it in there. And then kind of like you did with the random multicolor, you're going to kind of do the same thing here. And don't worry about where your glue pad has straight lines. Like you can see here how I've got like some straight lines. All I'm going to do is just take my finger and rub it off. And for some reason, the sticky goes away and it just doesn't have those straight lines anymore. And it just turns out looking so pretty. Now, I did put a little mermaid on here and I gave these away. There's a link for it down below. I gave away a whole bunch of these mermaids in another live, and you can just print them all and then cut them on your Cricut or whatnot. Super cute, right? So same thing here, but this one I did with some paste. So put your glitter over your pastes and you'll be good to go with another fun technique. Now, heat embossing is another fun way to do this. You're just going to emboss regular. I'm using my Dazzle because my regular one is in a bin right now. I'm going to do an ultimate embossing comparison for you, so I have that one handy. But put some clear embossing powder on there. Put your heat gun on your table. You don't have to hold it because you need 2 hands for this. As soon as that clear embossing powder melts, get your glitter on there ASAP, okay? So you can kind of see how I do this here. I hold it until it all melts, bring it over really quick, pour that glitter on, and I missed a little bit in the corner, but not a big deal. You can just go and heat it up again, and then bam, put your glitter on there. So this one is so quick and pretty, but again, chunky letters are going to look really good here. Just put it on a regular piece of paper or pattern paper, if you will, with a little sentiment, and bada bing, bada bam, there you have it. Now the packing tape one, this one is super fun. I'm gonna use some tape to kind of tape my letters. Chunky letters or chunky dies and whatnot are going to be the best ones to showcase here. They're gonna show up the absolute best. And kind of line them up here. Now I kind of used the little dots as my guide on my paper here so that I knew exactly where to line those up. I'm going to put this on a black piece of paper so it's easier for you to see, but I can kind of see the line of dots there where I need to put that. And then I die cut all of those out. Now I do have to give credit to It's Me JD because I did see this technique on her channel. Unfortunately, she's not making videos anymore, but I did see this on her channel. Now don't lose the middle or the inside of your O or the inside of your letters. I pulled out a silicone sheet here because if I press this into my paper, then it's going to stick there and I'm going to have a little bit of a problem. So here, I think that the silver, thank you, Heather. I was stamping with her and she mentioned it to me, but the silver really pops, and it's easy to do a silver matte to kind of match it. So put your insides of your letters back in before you put your glitter, and then put your glitter on top. And again, because you've got the coffee filter, if you feel the need, you can kind of depress it in. But there's all your ideas. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite, and don't forget to subscribe to see more awesome videos just like this one.